Okay, this is video 16, and we are talking about using high quality models in our shots. So we need a high quality model from our Revit modeler, but everything else in our scene also needs to be high quality. So let's talk about that for a little bit. Lumion, we use Lumion because it's quick. It's been built for architects for quick, nice images, right? But it has its limitations. So thankfully, they are working on ray tracing for Lumion's rendering in the future. So hopefully the quality of the images will get better, but it's probably not going to beat V-Ray, right? There are better rendering engines, but Lumion is built for speed. Because of that, a lot of the models within these libraries are just ugly. They're not good. So I mean, let's look at some of these models, just so you know what I mean. So some of these are okay, and I'll talk about which ones are okay. But these models compared to these models are a lot different, right? These look like junk, and these look realistic. So one of the main components of creating a high quality rendering is importing objects into Lumion from other sources and not using Lumion's library. Using Lumion's library is, it makes your image look like it came from Lumion, and it's obvious that it came from Lumion, and it probably won't look very good if you're doing that. So that's why I have 700 gigabytes worth of models in my documents folder for Lumion. It's because I import a ton and don't use very much of Lumion's library. Real quickly, I will talk about some of Lumion's library that I do like. I do like most of their trees. Most of their trees are okay. The grasses, some of these patches of grasses are good to use on occasion. This plant and this plant are okay sometimes to use. That's about it on those plants. There are a few flowers that are okay. I'm going to go to my favorites. There's this balloon flower blue, the English lavender, hortensia blue, periwinkle blue, periwinkle purple, the roses. So those are the only flowers that I ever use. Leaves are fine to use. I use leaves sometimes. I don't ever use their rocks. The rocks look really bad. Everything in the fine detail nature is great. People in Lumion look really unrealistic and ugly. So never put a person in your scene. I mean, you can't put a person in your scene, but don't place a Lumion person in front of the camera where we can see the unrealistic nature of that model. There's a lot of good stuff in the indoor stuff, but typically I use imported models. The cars, if you type in HQ, you'll get high quality cars, and those are fine to use. It's not HQ, it's HD.